cruise ship of the season on Saturday. PDP raises questions about downgrade of Wanderlust awards from silver to bronze. Diwali celebrations begin in Tobago, and in sport, Scarborough Secondary girls dominate Pleasantville Secondary in Football League. Good evening, I am Kristen Solandi, and this is your Tobago Updates television news for Friday, 10th of November 2023. Topping the news tonight, the Tobago 2023-24 cruise ship season begins on Saturday with the Celebrity Silhouette's arrival, kicking off a season with around 70 scheduled calls and approximately 117,000 passengers. In a press release, the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation says this marks a significant increase from the previous year, highlighting Tobago's growing status as a premier cruise destination. The division noted that Scarborough and Charlottesville, the primary disembarkation points, will transform into vibrant cultural hubs. Secretary of Tourism Tashia Boris commended the stakeholders' collaborative efforts in executing the season seamlessly. She anticipates a successful season, showcasing Tobago's unique charm and hospitality to passengers worldwide. The first cruise ship of the 2023-24 season is expected to dock in Charlottesville on Saturday morning. It marks the beginning of over 70 cruise ships anticipated at either Scarborough or Charlottesville for the season, the most in 2 decades for Tobago. Reporter Candice Jackson examines the preparations for the influx of visitors.
Charlottesville will host the first of over 70 cruise ships visiting Tobago. The village council and community groups are preparing to greet passengers with their usual flair and display of rich culture. However, several villagers we spoke to were not aware that the first vessel would dock on Saturday morning. While they welcomed the cruise ships, villagers like Julian Warner, also known as Calypso Darling, wonder about the true impact on the village's economy.
Having the cruise ship is a very good thing in Charlottesville. But is that if the point is that having the cruise ship is one, but the next part of it is that the people should benefit.
He has observed over the years that Charlottesville's economy does not really benefit positively whenever a cruise ship is in harbor.
Not as they come in Charlottesville, they jump in a maxi, and when they come back, they go on a boat. That ain't going to really benefiting anybody from Charlottesville when a tourist ship come here.
Warner believes that if there is a requirement for visitors to spend more time in the village before or after going on a tour, they would experience more economic benefits. His sentiments are shared by Dane Chadbud, also known as Squeezy.
Well, the cruise ship does do their own thing, but what they're supposed to do is link up with the people here to go from the out in the sea tour out there and come back, so they could make a good impact.
Meanwhile, Scarborough is preparing to receive the larger ships. Chairman of the Tobago Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry, Thomas Williams, noted there is a need for increased taxis and rental vehicles with the correct insurance.
Your private vehicle insurance will not cover that visitor, all right? And then, they're going. So hence the reason why we're asking the Maxi Taxis Association, the Taxis Association, to scale up and get ready and prepare for the bumper to cruise ship season.
The itinerary of cruise ship calls is yet to be released, and with the first cruise ship expected on Saturday, Williams hopes that there is some preparation at the administration level.
In terms of Scarborough being open, vendors being prepared and waiting for the arrival of these ships. We're still waiting on the itinerary in terms of the different calls. But when we see calls up in Charlottesville, we know Charlottesville had numerous calls.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that they adequate transportation to take these guests on events around, that we may put in place for them.
Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Tashia Boris, spent the past week representing Tobago at World Travel Market in London, England. Williams had hoped to have a meeting with her before the first cruise ship arrives on the island to ensure various sectors are not acting in isolation.
So the maxi taxi drivers doing their thing by themselves, the vendors doing things by themselves, and we want to put everything together.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The Progressive Democratic Patriots PDP expressed concern over Tobago's downgrade from a silver to bronze award by Wanderlust Travel magazine, questioning the authenticity of the evaluation process and the island's tourism infrastructure. They noted that despite an extensive system overseeing tourism responsibilities, Tobago's failure to improve key infrastructure raises doubts about Wanderlust's assessment criteria. According to the PDP, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine's emphasis on the importance of global forums is deemed insufficient without a holistic plan for Tobago's tourism. They believe that stagnation is evident in accommodation facilities, tourist destinations, and underutilized cultural events. The PDP is calling for a comprehensive and authentic evaluation during Wanderlust's upcoming visit in December, viewing it as a crucial opportunity for an immediate, in-depth review of Tobago's tourism sector. One Tobago farmer is grateful for the incentives announced by the central government. Finance Minister Colm Imbert included several incentives in the 2024 budget, with one being $250 million incentives for farmers. We interviewed farmer Maxlon Roberts about his opinion on this initiative and what he hopes to see in the future for agriculture. Ariana Scipio has the details.
Minister Colm Imbert revealed a $250 million incentive for farmers in the 2024 budget aimed at assisting with acquiring equipment and materials for agriculture. Louisdorf farmer Maxlon Roberts believes the initiative is commendable but expresses concerns about its accessibility.
I definitely tend to try to access some of that in terms of to be able to develop this project here, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done here in terms of so if I can access any of those incentives, I am definitely going to look to get that help because it's really needed.
Roberts mentioned that making the incentives accessible to interested youth in farming would be a positive indication of the government's commitment to the sector's improvement. Regarding additional measures for Tobago's agriculture, he suggested that infrastructure should be the primary focus.
You would have driven up here, you see the condition of your, although it's paved, we lack of it because it's going to be overgrown in bush. Then I don't have any water. There's no access to water here, and you can't farm without water. So basic infrastructure, we're still lacking some of those basic infrastructure to actually carry us to the point where we can actually become productive.
He highlighted that securing basic infrastructure would facilitate their transition to integrating technology into farming. Robert shared his aspirations for the future of agriculture, envisioning increased involvement of young people due to the sector's aging farming population.
So we need to encourage the young persons to get involved, but not just encourage them, but give them the incentives to help them to move forward. I would love to see technology-driven agriculture come on play, and I would love to see training, because we need a lot of training in the field to actually capitalize.
He expressed that implementing these measures would enhance agriculture. Roberts also provided insights into his current project, focusing on short-term farming for crops like tomatoes and flavored peppers. He aspires to progress to a stage where he can incorporate technology, including security and irrigation systems. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
More news after the break. Stay with us.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Costa. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
you know, who would I ever believe, Jessica could take care of a child,
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, you know, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you're not married?
That doesn't matter. Once you have a safe home and you're related to the child, you're good.
So they just give money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy a lamb I gave you for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up, beans.
I went and try. Mommy, you can buy a
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you can get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakai, I'm only going on the bed.
But Mommy, the boy don't even live here.
Yeah, go to your bunkers.
What? Bunkers? Where's that?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates television news. Diwali celebrations have commenced in Tobago. This week, the Tobago Hindu Society initiated their festivities by hosting an event at the Lowlands Mall. Alongside various demonstrations of traditional Hindu culture, the event offered information about the Hindu goddess Mother Lakshmi and included special appearances by Denise Soyafat Angus and Dr. Faith B. Israel. More details by Ariana Scipio.
Diwali, celebrated nationwide, is known as the Festival of Light, symbolizing the triumph of light over darkness. Integral to the Hindu religion, it involves lighting diyas to invite the presence of Mother Lakshmi, a revered Hindu goddess associated with fortune, power, fertility, beauty, and prosperity. A member of the Tobago Hindu Society explained the significance of the Hindu goddess during the celebration.
The word Laksha means goal, a goal in life. This is the goal you have in life and you want to achieve. So Lakshmi, my goal in life is what I want to achieve. So this is how we have the different forms of Lakshmi.
Innovative Democratic Alliance political Soyafat Angus appeared at the event to extend her Diwali greetings. She drew parallels between the festival's theme of triumphing over darkness and the crime crisis in the country.
And certainly it is timely for us right here in Tobago and even this country where we are battling with a lot of darkness in terms of the crime that we have to deal with, a lot of darkness in terms of our mothers, our single mothers who are injured from time to time.
Dr. Soyafat expressed hope that Mother Lakshmi would aid in overcoming the challenges facing the island and by extension the nation. Deputy Chief Secretary Dr. Faith B. Israel, representing the Chief Secretary and the Assembly, also attended the event. She noted celebrations like Diwali enable people to concentrate on light and the positives present among and within them.
Remember, together, if we all of us, every single one of us, really do focus on delight, life would be an amazing place and we will continue living in this wonderful country known as Trinidad and Tobago.
Included many cultural performances such as songs and dances to commemorate Diwali. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Respect and honor Mother Earth, says President of Trinidad and Tobago, Her Excellency Christine Kangaloo. She emphasized the importance of respecting and honoring Mother Earth during her first official Diwali Nagar celebration in Chaguanas. Speaking on the theme of Dharti Mata, Mother Earth, she underscored the need for collective responsibility to protect the environment and educate young people about preserving the earth. President Kangaloo commended the Hindu community's role in fostering a deeper appreciation for Mother Earth, urging the country to commit to sustainable practices. She praised the National Council of Indian Culture, NCIC, for promoting Indian heritage and encouraged individuals to engage in environmental initiatives. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and his wife, Mrs. Sharon Rowley, hosted the annual Diwali Celebrations on Wednesday at the Diplomatic Center, St. Anne's. Trevicia Phillips has the highlights.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and wife Sharon hosted the annual Diwali Celebrations at the Diplomatic Center in St. Anne's on Wednesday night. The event featured devotional singing, cultural dancing, and instrumental performances. Attendees included government ministers and special guests. Performers included the Shiv Shakti Dance Company, Rihanna Gopal, Narendra Maharaj, and Shiva Manik. Discourse by Geeta Vahiniji, president of the Hindu Pakar Kendra, emphasizing the deeper meaning of Diwali, triumph of good over evil, light over darkness, and the encouragement of introspection.
Diwali, you see, invites us to take a really close look at our own selves. In the midst of all the festivities we enjoy with family, friends, colleagues, community, and country, as we are doing here tonight so beautifully, Diwali is really a time for deep introspection.
She recited the Shanti Mantra, a Hindu peace prayer, followed by an insightful explanation of its meaning.
Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. It asks for us to be able to move from untruth to truth, for there to be light over darkness, and for there to be immortality in the face of death. This is not a prayer that seeks abundance or any material thing. This is not a prayer that seeks success or achievements.
She emphasized the importance of the listed virtues, but urged acknowledgement of human limitations and the need to seek the noblest virtues, particularly those lacking in today's world. Dr. Rowley delivered a brief, impactful speech marking the diversity present during the Hindu celebrations. He referred to a famous calypso by the Mighty Sparrow, stating that Trinidad and Tobago serves as a model nation.
We are the nation that started from the very first day of our existence to embrace all. In our national anthem, it says, every creed and race finds an equal place. That's an entitlement to live within these borders, and it's embodied in our constitution that covers every one of us.
The Diplomatic Center glowed with the spirit of Diwali as attendees immersed themselves in the cultural richness of the celebration. This gathering not only showcased Trinidad and Tobago's diversity, but also emphasized the significance of unity and shared cultural at the core of the nation's leadership. The ceremony concluded with the lighting of the ceremonial diya, officiated by Pundit Gajendra Kumar. Trevicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
Security is being increased following a cyber breach at the Telecommunications Services of Trinidad and Tobago TSTT. CEO Lisa Agard revealed they are enhancing cybersecurity measures in response to a recent cyber attack during a virtual investor relations call. The attack on October 9th triggered an immediate incident response plan, isolating and rebuilding affected systems. Agard stated that international cybersecurity experts, including Checkpoint, supported recovery efforts. New measures, undisclosed for security reasons, are being implemented with local firm CyberEye engaged for additional cybersecurity assessments. TSTT aims to prevent future incidents and strengthen its security posture. The incident underscores the prevalence of cyber threats, with Agard citing 55 reported attacks in Trinidad and Tobago between 2022 and 2023. Sport is next. Stay with us.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Costa. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Thanks for staying with us. Signal Hill government rallied for a 3-1 victory against Wim Anglican in the Tobago Primary Schools Football League Boys Under-12 quarterfinals. Scarborough RC won 4-0 against Mason Hall government. This is just some of the results which unfolded in the Tobago Primary Schools Football League, and sports reporter Marcus Daniel has the rest of the details.
In another match at Lambeau, Scarborough RC triumphed 4-0 against Mason Hall government. RC in their familiar blue and red got their opening item courtesy of an acrobatic foot from Makwesi Graham. The second goal resulted from sheer power and placement from Jeremiah Hector. Namesake Jeremiah Dennis was then credited with a long-range effort from Khalid Hector to make it 3-0. Atorio Murray completed the route with a late item. Elsewhere, Recreation ground, Samuel Williams scored a hat-trick in a 5-1 victory for Bonaccord government over Dallaford Anglican, while Spaced Anglican had 3 different scorers in a 3-0 victory over Plymouth Anglican. The semi-finals will take place on Tuesday, November 14th at the Lambeau Recreation Ground, with Scarborough RC facing Spaced Anglican and Signal Hill government taking on Bonaccord government. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Updates Sports.
Scarborough Secondary advances to the girls' SSFL Big 5 final after defeating Pleasantville Secondary 2-0. They are now set to face 5 Rivers in the final next Wednesday. Sports reporter Marcus Daniel had the highlights.
Scarborough Secondary earned a spot in the girls' secondary schools Football League Big 5 final after a Wednesday semi-final victory against Pleasantville Secondary. The defenders shut out the high-scoring South Zone champions 2-0 at Corlon. Despite Pleasantville's 100-plus goals in the South title run, they couldn't match Scarborough, who scored twice in the second half. Scarborough, led by national players Jalisha Alexander and Talia Martin, saw Alexander notch the first goal in the 56th minute from a penalty. Martin, a recent TNT women's team player, showcased her skill with a goal in the 78th minute. Scarborough Sec will now challenge East Zone champions Five Rivers for the national title next Wednesday at an undecided venue. Meanwhile, at the Manuran Jump Stadium in Marbella, Five Rivers, powered by Luan Craig's brace, overcame an early first-half deficit to beat Central champions Miracle Ministries 2-1. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Updates Sports.
Stay with us. More news after the break.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat. Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
Thanks for staying with us. As Memorial Day 2023 approaches, preparations are already underway. Memorial Day serves as a time to honor military personnel who lost their lives during World War I and II while performing their duties. The PRO of the Tobago branch of the Royal Commonwealth Ex-Services League announced the activities the group has planned for the Remembrance Day. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has more details on this story.
The PRO of the Tobago branch of Royal Commonwealth Ex-Services League, Dave Elliott, explained that the Veterans League represent all past military personnel who served in World War I and II. Elliott added that this is observed on the closest Sunday to the 11th of November, commemorating the anniversary of the end of World War I in 1918.
So it's important that we remember those who would have served, because it's because of that service that we would have been afforded the freedoms that we have today. Some people take advantage of walking in the streets freely. In Tobago, you could drink a beer on the street normally, and the police go past, and you might even go for one.
Elliott asserted that due to these wars, Trinidad and Tobago enjoys freedoms that other nations do not have.
Four fellas sit down on a bridge, people that sit down around a table by the road under a tree, and it's nobody's business. But when you go in the States, you cannot do that, right? You will be arrested.
According to Elliott, there is a wreath ceremony simultaneously with a brief procession. On Memorial Day, people in other regions of the world, such as the USA and Canada, also celebrate with parades, picnics, or barbecues. However, Elliott claimed that remembering and paying tributes to the fallen warriors remains the day's primary goal.
At 11 o'clock on Sunday, there will be the sound of a cannon. But back in the day, they used to take off a cannon from a ship and actually use it up here. But what they do now, they have the explosions, especially from the Defense Force. They actually have those explosions taking place in the James Park. So
Elliott noted that there are many Tobago veterans from World War II who might be assured that had passed away, but many of them are still alive and deserve recognition on this day.
You were called a child of the crown, because during that time, Trinidad and Tobago under British rule. And these people today, I think the leagues in England and Canada, they send money for these people and their children to help take care of them. You get a donation every year or something like that, right?
The Memorial Day Parade will commence on Sunday, 12 November 2023 and will begin at 10:30 a.m. at James Park, Scarborough. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Television News.
Now for the weather forecast from the TNT Met Office. Tonight, expect partly cloudy conditions with a few showery intervals and a 30% chance of isolated thunderstorms, mainly after midnight, as temperatures drop to 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow will be variably cloudy and breezy with occasional showers. There's a 40% chance these showers may become heavy and/or thundery in certain locations. Temperatures will range from 25 to 32 degrees Celsius. On Sunday, it will be occasionally cloudy and breezy with periods of mostly light showers and rain across wide areas. There's a 60% chance of heavier showers and/or isolated thunderstorms in specific areas, with high temperatures of 31 degrees Celsius and lows of 25 degrees. Seas are moderate to rough, with waves up to 2.5 meters in open waters and less than 1.5 meters in sheltered areas. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Recapping the headlines. Tobago prepares for the arrival of first cruise ship of the season on Saturday. PDP raises questions about downgrade of Wanderlust awards from silver to bronze. Diwali celebrations begin in Tobago, and in sport, Scarborough Secondary girls dominate Pleasantville Secondary in Football League. I am Kristen Solandi. Have a good night.